Hello. Hey, it's been a while here. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Yuki, and welcome back here to my channel. Today, I'm pretty much just doing like a little a Master Duel video showing off clips of me trying out Yubel for the first time as soon as it released in Master Duel. I think these clips are about a month old. So as soon as yo, we're gonna edit that out really quick. Yeah. Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Yuki, and welcome back here to my channel. Today I have a video for you guys. Essentially, it's just me playing Yubel as soon as it came out in Master Duel. It's been a while since I've actually played Master Duel, so yeah. And when I came back, I was like bronze 1. No, not bronze 1. It was like bronze 5 or whatever. But yeah, and pretty much when Yubel first came out, I got it all the way up to Plat 1. Literally, when I was playing Yubel, I literally didn't lose any single matches up until I want to say I got to Plat 1. I literally went on like what? I don't know how long of a win streak it was. I wish I could have just like screenshotted it before. But yeah, I pretty much went up there. Plus, I was testing it out. There were a lot of misplays even when I was winning those duels that I actually had. All the duels that I actually am showing in this clip were all from, platinum. I wouldn't say they were all from Plat 1, but they were all from as soon as I hit platinum, because, I mean, when you're gold and below, like most of the duelists aren't like, the most optimal ones. But I'll try to play Master Duel more, even though like I really haven't been on Master Duel as much. I just mostly just been playing the physical TCG, whether it be on Dueling Book, Dueling Nexus, or, going to locals and things like that. But I just hope you guys really enjoy this video. Stick to the end where I actually give the in-depth profile of what I actually had for this particular deck. Also, certain things that I was tweaking here and there. So the clips that I have, like I said, they're about a month old. And then I'm just like, currently recording like, the intro, the outro. And I was also recording like, the audio for each clip as well. But like I said, I hope you guys really enjoy this video. Like I said, stick towards the end where you get the actual full deck profile. And also, just sorry if this is just a little bit of a longer video. But yeah, so, kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. Okay, so just to start off, this is pretty much how my turn 1 combo went. I made a few misplays in this game, but you're just going to see the power of Yubel. So I'm just going to start off by activating Nightmare Throne, add Dark Beckoning Beast because I already have a Samsara D Lotus. I was also trying to check for Duel at that point, but clearly my opponent doesn't have Duel. And honestly, Duel hurts Yubel, but it doesn't hurt it that much. But with the Fiendsmith archetype, if it comes in Master Duel, it hurt more. So obviously, I'm going to pop Yubel with my Nightmare Pain, then use Yubel's effect to summon Yubel, and then I'm going to use Nightmare Throne to add the Terra Incarnate. Then I'm going to link those two off into a Yama. Then Yama effect to add, and then I'm going to use that effect to revive, and then set trap, the Abominable Chain, or whatever that trap was called. So then I go with the cross heap so I can revive back 1. So I revive back Samsara D Lotus. Then obviously I'm gonna fiend lock myself by going into Nightmare Muckraker. Then yeah, pretty much basic turn 1 board for, I guess, Yubel. Like this board could have been better, and honestly, I don't know why in that situation that got popped the Phantom of Yubel. It either was a misclick or it was just like a mistake by myself. So then I'm going to special summon the Yubel. I think I only play 1 Yubel and 1 Terra Incarnate in this deck, so that's probably the reason why everything went the way that it went. So yeah, he's pretty much building a basic Sword Soul board, so he's going to go out into Shishao effect. Shisha effect to add, and then pretty much this turn is over after this. So pretty much he's going to summon a full board. So I think he summons Draco Berserker. Doesn't really do much, and then obviously he's going to link off. Then I think he bounces back the Nightmare Throne, which is the mistake. Like, he should have bounced back the Yubel, but now, yeah, he's just going to kill himself pretty much. Yeah, that's game. So pretty much like I was about to say, I think I misplayed like maybe twice there. Obviously with the Phantom Yubel was probably the biggest thing, the popping it, and then obviously reviving back the zeros. I could have probably linked off into something else. Actually, I should have not Promethean with a lock, but it's just a complicated thing. Okay, so in this next clip that I'm showing, this probably isn't the best showcase of like obviously what Yubel can do. But this is just me playing a grind fest against a very annoying deck. Like, this guy was very annoying. So all I did was activate Mature Chronicles and Nightmare Pain, and then just adding Dark Beckoning Beast and things like that, whatnot. So he hits me with the Utopic Draco Aura, so pretty much I really couldn't do much but decided to go into the Spirit of Yubel, and he takes damage for it. Obviously, I have no way of actually stopping that. So yeah, so we're just gonna go over to my opponent's turn, and that's all he does. Like, I don't sometimes on the Master Duel ladder, I don't even get what I be going against because it's just weird. Like, some of the stuff my opponents be playing is just like weird, and like I said, I genuinely don't even know like where to go with it. Like, it's just crazy, but. So we got the Gruesome Grave Squirmer, so we're just gonna do basic Yubel stuff at this point. Yeah, like my opponent's cooked. Like at this point he's cooked, but he's not gonna summon very many monsters because people who know anything about Yubel, like you obviously don't want to have your monsters in attack position or summon that many monsters because you have to attack into the Yubel. So if you have no way of dealing with it, like you're cooked. I don't even know what deck this guy was playing. And crazy enough, this was a Plat 1 duel. I shit you not. This was a Plat 1 duel. And so I'm going to summon Yubel from my hand, summon out the Spirit of Yubel. And pretty much I'm just trying to just wear him down over time. You know, just trying to make this, you know, a lot quicker. But this game was just very ridiculous, as you can see. Like, I'm not even really giving a play-by-play on this one because this, like I said, this game was just very silly. This game was very goofy. And I'm just essentially just wearing my opponent down. I think, luckily enough, I know in my other Yubel decks, I only play one Super Poly. So I think I had multiple Super Polys. So I was just trying to, you know, do as much damage as I could. Then on my turn, then in my main phase to go into Super Poly. And just basically just trying to like obliterate my opponent at this point. I have enough on board, so I'm just gonna, you know, do that and then just literally burn him for 2,000. So that's pretty much how that duel went. Nothing too exciting in that duel there. Okay, in this next duel, just showcasing right now. Yeah, I'm going against Lab. This is probably the weirdest Lab deck I've ever faced in my entire life. Like, this deck is very weird, even for a Lab deck, and that's saying much. So I'm gonna start off by going by Nightmare Pain, and then I think the power that card is degenerate, like very degenerate. He essentially tried to go for the big welcome. Not the big welcome play. Obviously, he got, like, what was it, Ariana back to his hand. So I guess he's just trying to allow follow-up. So I'm going to go out into Phantom. I can't activate any effects this turn, obviously. This lab player, I literally don't know. I don't know what he's doing. And also, it's just really weird because... it's just weird to me because... like, I feel like anything below Diamond, you face some of the weirdest players, like, or the weirdest things that you could ever possibly face. And this, like I said, this Lab player, he's just really weird. Like, I don't know what type of deck he's running. I think he was running like 40, like, no, I think he was running like 52 cards in his deck, which is insane. For a Lab deck, that's insane. So yeah, I'm just essentially, like, my opponent pretty much is just delaying the inevitable. That's really all it boils down to. And then he's gonna use the big welcome to bounce like my a Terror Incarnate back to my hand. So I'm just gonna activate Nightmare Pain, popping, and yeah, I can't activate monster effects at this point. So I'm just gonna attack and then attack, and then just go for game pretty much. But that card was so annoying. Like, that lab player was really annoying. Okay, so in this clip, I think this is the one where I messed up on this particular combo. But just to give you time, so I'm going to activate Nightmare Throne, then I'm going to activate Nightmare Pain, then I'm going to activate Samsara Lotus. So at that point, I was pretty much trying to check to see if he had if he had Ash, he would have did it on Nightmare Throne. But pop Yubel, special summon out Yubel Incarnate. Then I'm going to go out to Gruesome, link those two off, go into Yama. This is where I messed up. So if you guys don't know, like, this video actually, or the recording session that I had, this actually happened, like, I want to say as soon as Yubel came out in Master Duel. So I was still kind of trying to learn the combos with Yubel at the same time. So be a little mindful about this. I went into Muckraker. That was my issue. And as you can see, we have Rage on the field. We have Muckraker. My goal was to put Rage into the graveyard, but I did it all wrong. Like, I did everything so wrong. So I'm gonna pop Yubel, special summon Yubel, and pretty much he's gonna try to do a basic branded combo. I don't know why he went into Sanctifier. I honestly don't. So right here, I don't know what type of branded build this guy is playing. I'm sorry. But I'm sorry, guys. I can play Master Duel more. I should be playing Master Duel more. Banish the back row. The problem is that I should be playing this game more. But I'm still just basically comboing off it. Well, pseudo comboing off on his turn. Now I'm just gonna go into Appaloosa because I know he's gonna try to do the revive. So I'm just gonna negate, and pretty much I'm just gonna end his life here. Just pretty much just ending his life just by attacking the Albion and then the Aliber. But yeah, that duel was pretty just like wonky. Okay, so in this game, I think this guy was playing Altergeist, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he's pretty much just gonna set 2 and then set a monster and pass, so he just T-set. So so I'm pretty much gonna try to do basic Yubel things here. I wasn't able to, I don't think, because if I'm not mistaken, when I Samsara, he had the called by. So yeah, Samsara is gonna get negated, and then I'm just gonna go out into Phantom and then pass, pretty much. Try to go on Maxi. Sorry. Oh, jeez, that yawn was bad. But I'm Maxi here because I knew he probably would try to combo off of Altergeist. So, now I think I do get a free Maxi draw off of this. So I drew into the Nightmare Pain, which is absolutely amazing. But yeah, I don't like Altergeist. I really don't. It's just an uncool version of Lab. I like Labyrinth. Labyrinth is actually a deck I like playing a lot, but in the TCG, that is, in Master Duel, not so much because, it's not as fun in Master Duel because of, the rulings and stuff. But I'm just rambling on at this point. So I'm going to activate Nightmare Pain, summon out, Spirit of Yubel. He's going to pop the Spirit of Yubel. So I really don't know why he would, negate and destroy the Spirit of Yubel, but I sent Phantom Yubel to actually recycle it. Also, I need to mind you guys, like, I'm sorry if, like, the gameplay for, like, Yubel that I'm, like, providing isn't that great. It's just simply because, I really, like I said, when this first came out, these clips are probably, like, 3 or 4 weeks old. So I've pretty much been, using clips that I've had for, like, months based upon the fact that when Yubel first came out, that's when I crafted the deck. So I've actually gotten way better with the deck now. So yeah, he's pretty much going to do basic Altergeist things here. My opponent, I don't even know exactly what it is that he's doing. He's just playing right into everything. So now I'm going to get another Yubel out on field. I don't know what Altergeist up. He said he activated Malwisp, special summon Malwisp effect to do, Malwisp things. Then he's going to link off into Nightmare Unicorn. Unicorn is going to spin back the wrong card. He spent back the wrong card. It should have been Nightmare Pain that he spent back, but essentially he's just gonna kill himself right there. Yeah. So there's that duel, and yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna add more clips into this video. Okay, so at this current point in juncture in the video, I'm just gonna go with the quick deck profile. I didn't use a screenshot from the actual master duel of where I've actually have this deck profile, so I just went on Dueling Book to actually put in the deck profile that I have. So if you actually see like some of the points where the cards are banned, obviously in Master Duel versus the TCG, there's a different ban list. But if I'm just going over the card by card, so obviously I play three Spirit of Yubel. I play 2 Yubel, and then I also play 1 Terror Incarnate. Sometimes, depending on, because like I said, it is Master Duel, what I'll do, sometimes I'll do 1 Yubel, 1 Terror Incarnate, and then I'll do 1 the Ultimate Nightmare or whatever the other one's called. Then I play 2 Dark Beckoning Beast, and 2 Opening of the Spirit Gates, 3 Samsara D Lotus. Also play 2 Gruesome Grave Squirmer, and then I play obviously the 3 Nightmare Throne and the 2 Nightmare Pain, the Mature Chronicle, and I also play the Eternal Favorite. So obviously Spirit of Yubel is probably the thing that, you know, obviously no, the most important starter probably is between Dark Beckoning Beast and Samsara D Lotus, because Dark Beckoning Beast, obviously you get the 2 normal summons per turn, and then you also get the Opening of the Spirit Gates to your hand, which can facilitate a lot of plays, and can the Spirit of the Opening Gates can also be an extender as well into your combos. Samsara D Lotus is how you get into your Spirit of Yubel, and then how you're able to do your Nightmare Pain combos when you're popping Yubel and summoning the other Yubel to the field, and just being able to have access to Phantom Yubel off the rip. Also, Gruesome Grave Squirmer can also be an extender by popping your Spirit of Yubel or a Yubel on your field. And then also, even in a scenario you don't have the option to actually destroy it, what you could do, you could just literally just use the effect to special summon it to actually just have another body on board. So you don't have to waste extra materials. So the thing with Nightmare Throne and Nightmare Pain, obviously they're both ashable, but that's not where they want to hit it in the choke point. Well, actually, no, Nightmare Throne is the one that you want to hit, but Nightmare Pain, not necessarily that much. But with Nightmare Throne, I think is probably by far the best card for the Yubel archetype outside of Samsara D Lotus. Because Samsara D Lotus obviously is your 1-card starter. But the thing what I like about Nightmare Throne is obviously you have constant recursion with it. And then also for the simple fact, that's how you're able to access, like, you know, getting your Samsara D Lotus. Or let's say, for example, if I have Samsara D Lotus in my hand, I can just add simply Dark Beckoning Beast and actually start my combos that way. And then Mature Chronicles really is there, you know, just to get free pops on my opponent's field. Also to get Super Poly. And then Eternal Favor, obviously, is to revive. And then also I have that as a pseudo Super Poly like a pseudo like semi Super Poly. Then obviously I play the 1 Shavara and then the 1 Abominable Chamber. So yeah, essentially, you know, every Yubel deck is gonna play an Unchained package. So I have the Shavara to, you know, pitch it from hand to actually set the trap, or, you know, in certain scenarios when I need to, I can actually pop a card on the field to go out into more plays, because obviously, again, destroying destroying cards in this deck actually trigger a lot of effects in this game. Not in this game, in this deck, which honestly could facilitate a lot to actually help you win the game. Then obviously I have 3 Ash, 3 Maxi, and then I have 3 Nibiru. So Ash, obviously, I can hit certain choke points with my opponent when they're playing. Maxi is there obviously to, you know, essentially give myself a free turn skip, because in certain scenarios your opponent is not going to play into Maxi. Maxi is the thing that keeps the Master Duel meta in check, or, well, that typically is what keeps, I'm not explaining it right, but Maxi is pretty much the card that runs the entire Master Duel meta, the OCG meta. Maxi is literally the most meta defining, meta warping card that you've ever seen in your life. And then obviously I played 3 Ash in order to check the Maxi. Then I have 3 copies of Nibiru. So Nibiru, is there to like make sure that my opponent is like I can hit them at certain choke points if they special summon more than 5 times. Not only do I have that option as well, but it's also there just like, to have another body on board for my Yubel to attack into, because, the main purpose of Yubel in the Yubel archetype is that there's 0/0 attack monsters, but the attack damage that you're doing is reflected onto your opponents. And obviously your Yubel monsters can't be destroyed by battle. So if my opponent special summons like a crazy amount, so I can get a big token on board, and essentially when my turn rolls around, obviously it's going to be GG's at that point because they have no way of dealing with it. Then obviously I have the 2 call by and 1 cross out. So pretty much those are your things that stop Ash and Maxi and Master Duel. So essentially I can negate those effects. I'd rather see cross out more than call by, just because, let's say for example, I can cross out the card that my opponent's using, and then on my turn I can just activate that card, or whenever I'm ready to, I can activate that card myself. And then I got the 2 super polys for the Mature Chronicles, and then I have 2 Imperm to negate some effects on board. Also, that gives me another hand trap as well. Then on the side, I played the one Yubel, the Loving, no, what is it? Not the Loving Defender. Is it Loving Defender? Yeah, Yubel, the Loving Defender. Then also I play Phantom of Yubel. Phantom of Yubel pretty much, it's not quote unquote a monster negate, but it's a monster negate because it changes the monster's effects to destroying a Yubel in your hand or deck. And then also I have the Loving Defender because it's a super poly target, and it's also really good in the mirror match as well. Literally I can just summon a Spirit of Yubel, or I can just summon a Yubel and my opponent can have a full board, and I can super poly all of it off and then just go into it, and then also just do burn damage to him as well. Then I have the 2 Yama, the 1 Soul of Rage, and then I have the 1 the Abomination, the Chain Abomination. Pretty much, you play your basic Unchained package in there. You can cut out the Link 4, but the other 2 are very vital into it because Yama gets you into further plays as well. Typically I like to summon the Rage on my turn, send it to the grave, and then off of the trap, like to revive it, and then use that as another form of interruption on my opponent. Then you also have SP Little Knight, which is typically going to always be your Rage target when you use your opponent's monsters to link summon off, because obviously it clears another body off the board, but at the same time, not only is it going to clear the body off of the board, your SP is also going to help get rid of another problematic card that your opponent might have in their grave or on their field. Then Muckraker, obviously Muckraker is an extender. The only problem with Muckraker is that you can't link it off the turn that is summoned. But with Yubel, it really doesn't matter because even though Muckraker is a pretty weak monster in terms of like its attack, your opponent's going to have to attack into Yubel specifically. Then I have Hita and Cross Sheep. So Cross Sheep obviously is to get a free revive when I summon the fusion. The Phantom of Yubel onto my side, so it gives me a free revive. That also helps extend. Then I also have Hita. Hita is there for, if I summon Promethean, I can just take the Promethean off so I'm not fire locked. Then Apollosa, Access Code Talker, and Link Haribo. Link Haribo is banned in the TCG, but Link Haribo is here in Master Duel, which not only does it help you extend your plays further, but it's also another form of interruption for your opponent as well if your opponent is trying to do anything cheeky. And then Apollos and Access Code. Access Code is just essentially, push for game as well. And then the Apollosa is there for Oh, geez, sorry. It's really early in the morning that while I'm recording this. Like I had just woke up from like a nap like not too long ago, but um yeah, the Appaloosa is there for obviously negates as well. You can easily make a 4 negate Appaloosa in this deck. But typically most of the time it's gonna be either 2 or 3 negate, just depending on what you have aboard. But you can essentially go like pop off with this deck. So there's other cards that I can say that you could probably use, like maybe in Master Duel you only have one Prod of Prosperity. You also have cards like Lava Golem and things like that that can actually help extend and help you push for game. You could also play the Unchained Soul of Anguish. There's so many things that you can do with this deck, Yubel. I also have another build, a deck profile that I have where it's a heavy Unchained package in it, but I think this one is the more optimal way to play on the rank ladder. I just haven't really been playing Master Duel lately, but when Yubel first came out, I really wanted to build the Yubel deck because it's a deck that interests me in the TCG. That I, really wanted to play, but currently right now I'm not able to play it because Yubel is kind of expensive, and even though I possibly could afford the deck, I just don't want to. Also, more so I've been playing a lot of branded lately. Typically that's the deck deck of choice that I've just like got a little bit familiar with. But Yubel is a really good deck. It's a really fun deck. Like I said, I started to play Yubel like essentially when it first came out. So as soon as it came out, I had literally all the UR Duster crafted, so I can actually build the deck and everything. And it was a very fun experience. Not only that, Yubel is very budget in Master Duel. The only URs that you see in deck will be the Nightmare Thrones, the Phantom, and then the Loving Defender. Everything else pretty much is very craftable. So yeah, it's a deck that I also recommend if you're an anime person. Yubel obviously is an anime deck because the main character of the GX series, that was pretty much his ace monster towards the end of the series. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, I'm gonna try to get back into Master Duel. I just really don't play that often. So I was literally in platinum, I was in platinum when I was playing those duels. Like at one point in this with this current deck list that you see, I went all the way from bronze all the way up till I want to say plat 2 before I lost a single match. Obviously, on the lower ranked parts of the Master Duel ladder, you're gonna see bad decks, or you're gonna see some bad players, but for the most part, there were some challenging decks where I actually, there was mirror matches that I had, played against Branded, nearly got puppet locked. Not the one that you see in this video, but I really wish I would have recorded that because I nearly got puppet locked because of it. It's just a lot of things on the Master, like I said, with Master Duel that's just like I said, pretty interesting. I'll try to get into it more. I just did this video because I thought it would be a fun interaction with you guys. But with all of that being said, I really hope you guys appreciate this video. Yeah, so it's been your boy Yuki, and we're out here. So peace.